fucking with it right here with who I started with. Me something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H1 Central Coast, mobbing suicide. Only arsonist. I step in the booth and gas. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right, live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Do me a favor, mi beautiful linda raza, just hit that like one more time. Hit that subscribe and then hit the bell. And when you hit the bell, you gotta hit the all button. That way you're notified every single time that we go live. I'm in motion right now, but wow. Oh man, I'm speechless right now. Chingado. Wait till you see the interview with the founder of the Brown Berets. I got to keep it a buck with you. I was a little starstruck right there. I was a little starstruck. Like I told mi hermano, when it comes to Chicano history, oh man, jeez, he's like the centerpiece, the, the centerpiece of Chicano history. It was my absolute pleasure. Literally just 10 minutes ago, I just got off of a pre-recorded interview with the founder of the Brown Berets. I don't want to give up the interview because then you cabrones are not going to go see it. But you already know I asked them the historical questions that I didn't see anywhere else on YouTube or any other videos. You know what I mean? The original foundation of it. When they had that Vatos Locos Forever moment, when they said, let's do this. Oh man, the persecution, the stories, the infiltration, the betrayals, the deceit. Oh my gosh, chingado, man. Hold on, gente. I'm right here at the post office. I'm gonna drop off these ballots. It's better to get your ballot in early, cabrones, so that make sure that you can get counted. But anyways, oh man, I'm in motion. That's right, Cultura Cafe. That's right. And then don't forget to just comment if the audio cuts off because I'm moving around again, like always. Always moving around. Just comment no audio, por favor. Let me see which one is it. Is it I don't know. Yeah, it's this one. Here's 3 ballots. I'm going hot out the door. And I'm hungry. No sé qué voy a comer. I just wanted to do a quick live though because I'm on cloud 9. Chingado. The founder of the Brown Berets gives the whole complete history on Chicano Tube. It was my honor. Now, I want to go ahead and reiterate one thing. When it comes to when I have a guest that come on the platform, in no way, shape, or form. O sea, yo hablo cara a cara. Okay, así deben hablar los hombres, frente a frente. You know, even Chente said it in a song. He said, I ain't scared of no one as long as que me hablan frente a frente. I'm never going to have guests on, even if I have differing opinions than them. And I'm bringing them on to bring you history. I'm bringing them on to bring you perspectives, to bring you ideologies. Okay, how it would be a clown move, an absolute clown move on my part if I were to bring these guests that have rich, extensively rich history when it comes to Chicanismo and the raza, and then me jump on them. Hey, this, hey, that. Not absolutely pendejo move. That's why it's not getting done. That's why the relationships are getting cemented the way they are. It's called respect and it's called professionalism. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait till you see that one. I'm gonna upload that today and see if I can have that one ready. I gotta make the thumbnail. See if I can have that one ready for you guys by tonight. But man, when you start hearing about the government setups, the betrayals, again, it was a whole different time, gente. You know, he's talking about, and I don't want to give up the interview, you know, but you know, when the raza was trying to rent apartments, there was just signs in the front, gabachos only. You know, there was just a whole different time. The walkouts, the getting pushed out, the guerras, fleeing the country. Oh man, the government setups. Chingado. You guys are gonna hear it tonight. You guys are gonna hear it tonight. Now let me read some pinchy comments. That's right. I appreciate you. Cultura Cafe's been a day oneer. I like the name, cabron. It's let's say it in English. Brown culture. Sounds beautiful, cabron. Sounds beautiful. Even though I think I'm on the avatar, right? Is that me on the Is that me right there? Oh man. What was that guy's name? Oh yeah. So Mikey Jeremy. Chinga. Then I got Mikey Jeremy. I don't know. Shits and giggles. What's up, Mikey? I sends mine. What's up, Mr. No Name? 1994. That's right, my boy. 1994. Is that your birth year, cabron? Or people pick certain years. Like especially when you put an email address, they'll put like mine. Mine will have 81 at the end of them. Not all, but some have 81. Is that your birth year, cabron? That was a crazy year. That year in the 90s was when Salinas hit the peak of the homicide rate. It was in 1994. I remember because it was just come on. It was crazy. It was like a body every week. And what the thing about it was, and that happened again in 2009. 2009 when I just touched down. Salinas broke that record from 1994 in 2009. Because a lot of the early 2000s was like the 90s, carried over. But it was a different time. The 2000s different than the 90s, right? I know the banda world, he dresses in Ben Davis and all that. Nah, 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 nah. That's my generation, ropa, cabrón. That's not banda world who came up in the 2000s, ropa. That's my generation, ropa. So put on some Jenko. Put on some Fubu, wait. Boy Aguilar, that's right, my boy. I appreciate you, man. It's going good. I just got off an interview. I just got done with the founder that was there in the beginning, like an American Me when the founders are right there, and remember an American Me when they're at the graveyard and they're getting, están picando el mundo. You know what I mean? He's young, but he's ambitious. Whatever they said, right? Um, and he ended up probably taking over the organization, maybe. I don't know. But he was telling me about that moment when they were like, Vatos Locos forever. Oh, man. I can't wait till you see the interview tonight. Hey, everyone, that's right. At the Communist Post Office. Oh, I mean, what other post office you want me to use, way? You know what I mean? Go to is this a communist post office? Is this ran by güeros? Is this a colonial? No, I'm just kidding. Colonial post office, cálmase. No, again, gente, that's why I don't do that. I don't. All right, you guys. I think you guys can hear me now. Anyways, I appreciate you guys that are tapped in right now. Again, I'm on cloud nine. I just got done interviewing the founder of the Brown Berets. He just texted me right now too. But that was Miss Chicano 2 called. Of course, I'm always gonna answer a phone call. Um, always, you know what I mean? That's the love of my life. But anyways, I'm on cloud nine. The history that he gave, um, it paints a picture. It paints a really good picture of the 60s and the 70s. And when he was talking about Dolores Huerta and Cesar Chavez, I don't want to give it all up, but when he was talking about them, He's saying they started since the 40s and the 50s. I can't wait till you hear it. I'm completely honored. He just texted me right now. I'm gonna text him back right now when I get off the live. That's it, cabrones. I got a brown beret hat on. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. No, and I don't say that lightly. You know, these are men. Again, it was like Alex Enamorado and the Justice 8. It just, am I ever gonna talk down on someone that's helping people? Absolutely not. The Justice 8 was helping people. Just like the Brown Berets help people. Are you ever going to be 100% aligned with everyone? No. But I'm bringing and making these relationships because this channel, I'm telling you, we just started. We just started. I'm excited, man. I'm super pumped, super excited. Now, can you hear me? Let me see. Let me make sure. Testing 1, 2. Oh, you guys can hear me. My audio meter is moving. That's right. Thank Kels in the cast. I appreciate it. What'd you guys think last night? There was like 20 clips that I could drop from last night. Had a great conversation. I think I messed up, gente, last night. I think I was so in the zone. I think there was more berets in the studio, and I think I did a pendejo move and wasn't paying attention when they clicked the link to jump in the studio, and I might have left people out of the live. So that's a huge dispensa over to the berets, and maybe we'll do another open beret forum, but this time we can now talk directly about policies. Again, I'm gonna let you know up front. I'm never gonna invite someone and then jump on them, or invite someone and then bring other people on that they didn't know were on, or these little shiesty moves. That's never going to happen. We're going to do things the right way, especially when this is Chicano too, especially when it comes to our history. Now, Carlos Montes, the founder, of course, he's going to lay it out there that Chicanos are Mexican Americans. He just pretty much stamped what was already known and referred to anyone else as Latinos or Central. That's fine. But he was encountering people that are very proud. They weren't trying to confuse the people and say, I'm Chicano, I'm this and that. They knew who they were because they're born here. They have Mexican blood. Their parents are Mexican, their grandparents, great grandparents, and you can go all the way down the line, come from Mexico. That's right, Seiko. I've been watching the Brown Beret. Okay, good, good. We warmed up in the beginning, and then all of a sudden we kicked into gear. And then one of the Anthony, he was like, "Hey, carnal, I'm 2 hours ahead of you, so I got to get some sleep." But I appreciate him, and I appreciate that hermana, and I think I fumbled, and I think there was another one or two people I might have not let in. So I'm gonna probably have to make it up to them and see if they want to do an open one, but we'll schedule it a little bit farther out. Gívelo, Mikey, I said, man, cabrón, I just got done with the founder of the Brown Berets. I'm on cloud 9. Tengo un chingo de hambre. I'm gonna go and get a bite to eat, or maybe just order a Jamba. It's right next to the cemetery. But again, I want to give a shout out to him, gente. He has a website. He's 77 years old. He is still on the front lines, still full of gusto, still full of strength. And you're going to find out about him tonight when the video drops. All right. It's already uploading. It's not going to take long. Let YouTube do their checks. And I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. I know Lucky just posted yesterday that he uploaded 2 videos and he's like, don't trip, regular scheduled program. Yeah. The lives are more for interaction. It's more for current, modern, real time. Tapping in with the gente, real time. You're hearing me right now. You could be pinchy at the jalando, watering your grass, working with some Bluetooth on. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to hear me. But so sometimes those are better. And especially on YouTube, the lives don't make you money. The lives don't make you money, not like uploads. So the most successful channels are built off of uploads. And but I gotta give it even up to like to Tony A. He was mostly a live show. Why? I believe I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, but it's because he wanted the interaction with the people. So when you don't give a shit about the money and care more about the people interacting with them, hey, how you doing? You know, real life. Someone could come on there and be like, hey, I'm going through this situation in real life. I can help you. If I upload a video, then they can't do that, right? So all I'm saying is I don't hate on Lucky. If half the lives go away and they come in half the uploads, he's just trying to not break even on the podcast. Risky business in the casa. That's right, cabrón. Tengo chingo de hambre, man. I think it's because I just got done doing an interview, 1 hour, a little bit less, I think, and jump on another one. Are all the Chicanos for the Brown Berets agenda now? Again, de cara a cara, yo te dije, güey, yo siempre voy a hablar frente a frente, güey. I'm not bringing them on and then gonna jump on policies. I didn't even preface it. So if I didn't let them know it was coming, I don't blindside do sneak tactics, especially if they're people that are part of the history way. I know you might have risky, you might have leaned a little bit more toward the Mexicano. I get it. You don't think I do? But again, the identity of being Chicano, shit just fell on my lap. Wait, what do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do, wait, when I'm first generation born in the States, wait, come on. Anyways. So the agenda, yeah, you'll see, yeah, we can, that's a rabbit hole, one by one policy. People can debate and never get on the same page, wait. That's just the absolute truth. That's the absolute truth. But you know what? I appreciate people's history and their plight and their helping the communities. Like I was joking around with the Brown Berets last night. Then how does the raza blast the bat signal? You know, if they need help, the PG Bruce Wayne, how does the raza do the bat signal? You know, because the Berets last night told me that they do uh, monitor the community. You know, so but is everyone gonna be everyone? Come on, calmate, way. Don't turn this shit into a Trump Harris. Way. Don't. Frosty Chasey Doe wants to come on the show to talk about. Hey, that dude sweats cheeseburgers, huh? Say anyway, Alvin's had him on 9 times. He's probably the most visited. So I don't know. I mean, he's a rapper, right? He's a rapper. But anyways, if I were him, shit, man, I'd get in the gym because that cholesterol is no joke. He's sweating cheeseburgers. Lavato from last night look a little stuck in my opinion. Just say, oh man, in the comments, oh man, too much, man, too much. I mean, I sold him a pedazo before the live. Oh my god, you guys are too much. Again, I'm never gonna stop the comments. You guys go and do what you do. You just notice that I let you know ahead of time that I wasn't gonna be all up in the comments. Not this time, because I wanted to talk about what we talked about, right? Actually, I wanted them to tell their truths. Didn't you want to know what the Brown Berets are doing in 2024, October, current date? Well, you find out last night, you know, and the sister, and I think they call themselves kind of like Christians do, but I could be wrong. I think they refer to themselves like as Christians do, which is the brother, the sister. That just shows a more intimate relationship as opposed to the homie or the friend, etc. Of course, that makes sense. So I want to call her, you know, what she should be called. Sister Tina was talking about. That's crazy. What about when she's talking about that they have a contract to funnel some of the youngsters that are under 18, funnel them in the institutions for kids just because they don't have papers? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And I'm sorry, I know I gotta watch those f bombs and stuff like that, but that's crazy. She said she went to visit them and they're like in a shoot program, 23-hour lockdown. Now that I think about it, gente, we were in shoot programs. in the 90s. I mean, I don't know other juvenile homes, etc. And there's all kinds of traffic, all kinds of traffic. I don't know about other juvenile halls from your neck of the woods, but Monterey County is just a little unique. Um, Even the adult jail's unique. But we were on shoot programs as kids. Did you ever hear anyone talk about it? No, because we're kids. All I was doing in juvenile hall was waiting for them to crack the door for brush my teeth, go saludar some of the homies, get ready for school. After that, you were only going to come out one time, and the rest of the time I'm in there waiting for them to throw a tray in the door, and I'm singing oldies. Serio, I must have sang "Confessing a Feeling" like 10,000 times. I don't know why that song hit me back in the day, and there was a lot of R&B on the radio, and that's why when I'm cleaning at the house, when I'm doing whatever I'm doing at the house, mowing the lawn, I listen to R&B 90s, specifically 90s. But anyways, Pancho, audio. Okay, how does this sound for you? Don't tell me about the audio, man. Testing 1 2. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Risky hater elephant cultura droop. That's right. Giving a shout out. HCB Chemistries in the casa. I appreciate you for tapping in again on Chicano Streetway. About 20 minutes ago, I got done with the founder of the Berets. You want to hear about plants, infiltrations, betrayals? Oh my. And at the end, I had to tell him, hermano, you got a point of contact over here. You got a point of contact in Salinas. You know what I mean? Oh, that's it, man. I'm an honorary pinchy beret. Now, like Risky said this. Oh, do you believe everything the Berets believe? Okay, I did ask that last night. Is that a requisite? Is it a requirement? And no, it's not. So it's like we should be looking for things to glue us together instead of separate us, right? Been saying that. Even though I shoot shot, didn't I say even though I shoot shots at Alvin because he's just a joker, clown, he misled the raza and Lucky put that on blast. I told you that if he was the most reputable 5-star concrete company and I had a contract to build a high rise down there, even though he would say fuck you to me, guess what I would do? I'll send him a $10 million contract. I know he won't mention it on YouTube. I know he won't say anything about it, but that's because I like to sow good seed. That way, it comes back to me. So I look for that. But anyways, fix the audio. I think I did, Way. Sound needs fixing. I hope I did, Way. Tell me that, man. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I'm good. The Brown Beret brother from last night hates the live interview. He's like, que mala eres. They came out with a cumbia. The wife told me it's an old cumbia. It's not. They didn't just make it for que mala, but it was an old cumbia, and I think it goes Panchita, Panchita, que mala eres, Panchita, Panchita, que mala eres. So they remixed it and they did it for Kamala. Look, she's a Polish. I just dropped 3 ballots off right now. Okay, yes, and they're all for Trump. She's a Polish politician. That's it. If the people are okay with that, then that's on you. And but literally this can take food off your table. Well, I hate the tweets. Again, is it about can you live with the tweets and more food, more money in your wallet? You're buying a house finally. Interest rates go down 3, 4, 5% again. Or is it just fuck them? And that's it. To me, that sounds like gangbanging, but I don't know. Some people do gangbang politics again. We didn't have that discussion. But of course, we're at 2024. We realize where we're at and what we can do in this country and what we just have to take advantage of. And are we marginalized? Well, not to the extent of the 60s. I'll say that. Not to the extent of the 60s. And I can never be 100, so I am going to give it a 99 or not. And I'm just going to give it a sliver that we are. Maybe someone will argue and be like, nah, Mikey, it's 50% we are. We're not getting jobs. Well, I do know this. We're not getting, there's isolated cases, but we're not getting beat down. Like the hermano Carlos, you're gonna hear about on the video tonight. The pinche calentadas that they got, man. Wow, that'll make any person say, "Fuck this school, I'm out." Damn, it's crazy. It's a different time. This is not gonna be a long live, I think, because I just did an hour. Okay, with the founder of the Brown Berets, I'm on cloud nine. I appreciate Chicano royalty, someone that was. I feel like I interviewed Santana, cabrones. I just interviewed Santana, but obviously I preach and believe in Chicanismo. The gang thing, I lost too many years on that, so I would never glorify that ever again. Period. Can't put a gun to my head. But let's say for Lucky, let's say if it was Lucky, I don't know who he would consider royalty when it comes to. I already know he's 100% street. Maybe he would consider Santana, right? And that's how I feel right now. So it's a trip, man. Audio's good. That's right. Who's the founder? So I asked him that, and he gave more than one name. You guys are going to have to watch the video tonight to find out. He gave more than one name. Every single name he named is on the Mount Rushmore for Chicanos. Every single name. I got to go back and watch it myself because I didn't write them down. And I'm going to start researching every single name. So we also talked about Cesar Chavez, Dolores Huerta, the relationship with the farm workers. Were the farm workers on the sideline or were they really in the trenches putting in work? As we're getting nightsticked and batoned again, 60s and 70s. Okay, I know some people would say, well, it translates nowadays, Mikey. It's just in a different form. They're not accepting us into colleges, or they're not. Okay, I get that too. I get it, but that's not how I see things. But it was a great conversation with the founder that he would even respond to my DM. I'm still blown away. So we're gonna wrap this one up, probably about maybe 5 minutes, I think. In about 5 minutes. Some key points we agree on. Yeah, that's what we try to find, right? When she's talking about the kids being unjustly incarcerated, okay, what it's a civil infraction when there's an adult here that has no papers. That's a civil infraction. Okay. They got what they got coming. Let's just say that, right? I mean, our parents are here, our grandparents are here. At least we're past the worst, right? Etapa of history. But putting kids that are 16, 15, and 14, throwing them in the jails, people forget this. They called Obama, President Obama, the deporter in chief. And if people raise an issue about just deporting people that have done no crimes, that have stimulated the economy, show they want to be citizens here, I mean, then you should hate a pinchy deporter in chief, because 2/3 of almost 4 million people, 2/3 of them, the infraction was the civil one that they don't got no papers. I get it. But if you want to point the finger, SOA did the most mass deportations. No one's broken that record yet. And he built the cages. Again, I don't want to get into politics. I'm on cloud nine. You guys are getting me off. The founder of the Brown Berets just tapped in. Wrapping this up in a couple moments. Because ya soy cansado de huitere, como un perico. If America has raza, gives raza a chance, we would develop civilization much further and better. So, I mean, HCB, let me ask you this. Do you think that raza can't be engineers? You think that the raza can't be developers? I mean, I understand what we're talking about. We're talking about Brown Berets, 60s and 70s, lots of oppression. Wait till you see the interview tonight. The fucking ass beatings were no joke. Calentada doesn't even do it just. That doesn't even do it just. Crazy, but I'm going to let him tell his story tonight. You guys will see it, man. The founder, I'll put the founder or co-founder. I think they call it. No, I don't think I think there's 5 of them. I don't think there might be one también. I don't want to give it up. I don't want to give it up. Um, they all, I think, esteem themselves as co, but a co can be a founder because he was there when we were at the graveyard cemetery giving Mundo his cross on his fingers, on his palm, and said, "Es la primeras." So that to me is a founder. You were there in the beginning. You're first generation. It could be like in the gang world, right? The youngsters right now, they don't know the history because I was the last generation that got taught it and heard these individuals' names very clearly and remember them to this day. And we'll leave that in the members only. That they don't have that history. They didn't even know. The youngsters didn't even know this members only shit. I'll give you a little taste right now, I guess, if you want to hear it. They didn't even know that the neighborhood, there was a blue team neighborhood that also shared the same liquor store. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I heard they got pushed back from the middle class Mexican Americans. So, oh man, I can't wait till you see the interview, cabrón. Chingado, man. I didn't want to go into any other history than Brown Beret history, his history. I mean, let me tell you, he was the hermano Carlos Montes could have easily been another martyr. He was the voice, the speaker, the one they chose as the voice of the Berets. And I will say this, just I don't want to give you too much of the interview, but he had to flee the country because there was gonna be some MLK shit gonna happen. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'll let you guys hear it when you hear it though. Damn, I'm hungry. Maybe salad shop. Salad shop on the south side. Tengo hambre, cabrones. Mikey, how long is the interview? I think we ended about 54 minutes. 54 minutes. It's uploading right now. So I was trying to stay in the sequence of his life. And the brother's so rich in knowledge and history, I was just shutting my mouth a lot of the times. I did ask about 8 questions, maybe 8 that I had pre-written. But the hermano has so much knowledge. It's like you're sitting right there with Cesar Chavez. What a pendejo you'd be to try to take over the conversation. A straight pendejo, huh? It's like Alvin, you know what I mean? Interrupt Spider Loke, Baby Sinclair, slam his hands on the desk, and Spider Loke is like, "Did you have too much tequila?" And he still doesn't get it and keeps laughing. I mean, I get it. Podcasting should be fun, right? And it is. Or else why do it, right? You ain't gonna do nothing you don't like. But anyways, all right, you guys. I am at the salad shop, so I'm gonna have to cut this one off. Last comments. And I hope it's not too packed. A lot of people come here. It's a good little place, man. It's you gotta eat healthy, cabrones. Mac Ryan, that's right. Palm trees and it's cold. Not entirely true because Obama gave diplomas to Raza who didn't have papers, but met all university graduation requirements. But without papers, other presidents never handed a diploma. I think that's a separate topic. Way. I think that's a separate topic. Who helped people with college educations? I mean, I think that's a whole separate topic. But when it comes to the numbers, I mean, just go look it up. Okay, the media back then wasn't like the media now way. This is my last thing. I got and I'm hungry. The media back then was not like the media now. The media now, is owned by the Democratic Party. Let's just keep it a buck. ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, CNN. Those are at least 5 major networks. And then there's a red one. All they have is Fox. And they have Newsmax and I think Daily Mail. But those are online, right? Because online is huge now. Ain't no one selling newspapers no more. So back then, they had to have something to report on. They didn't have a motherfucker they hated, right? Like Uncle Trump. They didn't have a motherfucker like Uncle Trump where everyone could just, fuck it. He's the reason for everything. The plagues, the starvation. He's fucking. It's his fault. Cancer. It's his fault for whatever. Right. That's happening now because of who owns right the media. I mean, who runs it. Right. Back then, they had to have someone to talk about, so they were being a little bit more honest. A little bit more honest. So they're talking about President Obama when it got to look up the video, when it got to past 3 million, there's a video and it shows, and they're like, this is already but it could also be that the cork was about to explode on the pinche cárceles. So imagine they tell him also, I mean, I don't know the whole behind the scenes. I'm not putting this all on him, but it was under his tutelage. But it could have been that, hey, this shit's about to burst. We can't put no more triple racks anywhere. And next thing you know, boom, he did what he did. All right, you guys. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. I appreciate everyone that tuned in. If we keep it real, no one in San Jose has heard of the Brown Berets. Mi hermano, I will say this. I don't want to give up of the interview, but I will say that they have a yearly gathering in San Jose. And now I'm a point of contact, cabrones. You never know. I could be on the mesa, cabrones. Republicans are yep, back and forth, cabrones. Red and blue. It's Crips and Bloods, right? So we need to hear someone that at least is basing it off of common sense, man. The people are hungry. The raza's tired of working 3 jobs, can't save money, we can't buy houses, and our groceries are 30% higher than they were under the previous administration. And so nothing was broken, nothing was wrong for 3.5 years. And then all of a sudden they're campaigning, they're going to fix things. Anyways, but I'm glad at least here we can have grown man conversations, right? We're all grown men and women. Ain't none of us going to throw chingazos or pull up because of politics. That's a buzz killer. But we do talk about it. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I got to eat something. I appreciate you guys. Gracias for tuning in. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Watch the interview tonight. It's dropping. But remember what I always say, in the end, all you got is the memories.